Eyes adorning the head. Belingon is ready. He says he'll knock out Lineker. Lineker's not minced his words. He wants the world title. How about that? The speed of Lineker. Hands of stone indeed.
Então acredito que eles veem isso em mim como um guerreiro, né, que sempre está indo para cima da batalha, né? Porque eu sou um cara que caminho para frente, que gosto de trocar porrada o tempo todo. Meus treinos são muito intensivos. Então o que eu faço aqui não é nada mais do que eu consigo fazer nas minhas lutas. Né, é o que eu gosto de fazer, né? É subir ali, lutar, andar para frente. Então isso vem de mim mesmo, de dentro de mim. Então mesmo, é o meu instinto e nessa luta não vai ser diferente. Sim, treinei muito para essa luta, né? Estou muito bem preparado, pronto para chegar no topo, né? Porque esse é mais um passo, um degrau para me chegar ao meu objetivo, que é ser campeão.
Representing Brazil, John Hands of Stone Lineker.
Hands of Stone is here in Singapore. Hands of Stone wants to put those stones to the chin of Kevin Belingon. John Lineker says he knocks out the #1 ranked bantamweight in the world. Says he takes the #1 spot. Says he's gunning for Bibiano Fernandes. So focused, so determined, laser-like intensity on Lineker. And he brings in a bucket load of experienced dragon.
Lineker is a Brazilian brawler who is built with kettlebells inside his hands. He hunts his opponents down like he is searching for his next meal. I love the way he traps opponents up against the circle wall and then just starts throwing thunder at them. He has so much pressure, it is hard to deal with, and it will be really interesting for me to see how Kevin Belingon, who is a high-level striker, deal with that oncoming pressure that comes from John Lineker. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a top-shelf bantamweight battle, and you do not want to miss it, because this could be one of my fantasy matchups of all time. I am excited for these two athletes to throw down in the circle.
It's a mixed martial arts contest. It's a bantamweight contest. It's going to be a cracker. Belingon the older. He is #1 ranked. Lineker #5. Here's the Blau.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a one championship bantamweight mixed martial arts contest. Our 3 judges scoring this bout at circle side are Rosenberg Rossetti of the Philippines, Brad Robinson of the United States of America, and Thomas Genberg of Sweden. This match is presented to you by Food Panda. Food and more delivered. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is the former one bantamweight world champion and #1 bantamweight contender, standing at 165 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 20 wins and 7 losses. Training out of Team Lakai, representing the Philippines. Stepping into action is Kevin, the Silencer Belingon. And now, introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is the #5 bantamweight contender, standing at 160 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 32 wins and 9 losses. Training out of American Top Team, representing Brazil. Get ready for John Hands of Stone Lineker. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Justin Brown.
Athlete center. Gentlemen, you both know the rules. I expect a clean fight. Remember, watch the headbutts. No strikes to the back of the head, no strikes to the spine. Watch the low blows. Please touch gloves and back up.
Striker versus striker. Wushu versus boxing. The silencer against the hands of stone. Who will prevail here in Singapore? Both men have
Judge.
vowed to knock
Judge.
the other out.
Judge,
Can
time.
Belingon do the jump
Athletes ready?
turning back kick to
Let's
the
go.
liver of Lineker? Can Lineker land those leather covered meat hooks? Orthodox stance on both men. Belingon in the red, the former world champion. Lineker wants the belt, wants to send a message tonight directly to Bibiano Fernandez. The way to do that is by knocking Belingon out. Belingon, who has dueled for 4 times previous with Bibiano, beating him, losing to him, says he wants another crack at the champion.
Let's go, guys. Action.
Needs to go through Lineker here. Inside leg kick from Lineker. Outside leg kick from Belingon. Speed and power in the strikes of both men. Lineker likes the flurry. Belingon has the greater diversity in the striking repertoire. Lineker has ferocious power.
So you can see Lineker trying to back up Belingon, pin him against the wall, and then start letting go of those hands. Belingon's doing a good job of slowly moving around, not necessarily following Lineker, but just taking a step in the right direction when he needs to. Expect those kicks to really start coming from Belingon. Nice little overhand landed there, and he was out on the exit.
Nice right hand counter from Lineker. 5 centimeter height advantage to Kevin Belingon. Side kick to the lead thigh there from Kevin. Who will control center circle? There's the flurry from Lineker. Nothing really landing. Good counter on the inside though from Kevin Belingon. Got to be careful of that, Lineker. Belingon's fast. He counters extremely well. Very tight on the counters. There's the turning back kick to the liver. The one that sent Andrew Leone traveling so far. Well, I think Leone's still traveling. Lineker resets. Thought about the jab. Gloves up high on Belingon. Thought about the turning back kick to Kevin. Lineker wades in with the looping left. Looking built tonight, Lineker. Powerful Brazilian.
Kevin Belingon needs to keep that head moving. You can see just at the pace that Lineker throws those shots at, wide-angled hooks that are hunting for a target. Kevin Belingon needs to keep that head moving. He's never been knocked out. And John Lineker says he wants to test the chin of Belingon here tonight.
Many have tried, many have failed. Can Lineker be the first? Looping left hand and right uppercut there from John Lineker. Double jab, nice and snappy there from Lineker. Needed the right hand for company. There's a leg kick underneath.
You can already see the nose of Kevin Belingon starting to get lit up by Lineker. Just one touch from those hands. There's that back kick. Nicely set up. Lineker knows it's coming too, but there's just nothing you can do about it. It comes so fast.
Tried to pull the head down for the meet and greet, did Hands of Stone Lineker. 1:30 remains, first round of 3, main event of 1 championship inside the Matrix 3 from the Singapore Indoor Stadium.
It's kind of the only kick that Lineker uses is just to attack the lead leg and slow down the movement so he can pin you up against the wall and start hammering on you.
The speed of these two is phenomenal. You just get that feeling that at any moment, that one's going to go down. That was a diesel piston of an uppercut, Mitch.
Oh, you could feel it.
Oh, the head kicks! Going for the headache maker, Belingon.
Just glancing off the forehead of Lineker there. A little bit lower and would have lifted him up off his feet.
Counter right hand from Hands of Stone Lineker. There is no feeling out process. There is no dipping the toes in the proverbial waters. They have gone for a starching knockout in the opening round. Overhand right from John Lineker. uppercut.
30 seconds left in the first
Left
round.
hook. It's been the hands of Lineker, the legs of Belingon. Belingon cannot get trapped against the circle wall. That's where Lineker wants to force him. Close the distance and rain down the punches. Go the body, go the jaw. Can he careen one of those left hooks? One of those overhand rights to the temple of the former world champion? Let us know your thoughts, folks, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at One Championship.
Man, I'm holding my breath every time these two let go each other. Gotta keep myself relaxed and breathing because some of these exchanges are just terrifying. There's that beautiful side kick landed by Belingon to the top of the head of Lineker, but it's those punches in volume coming from Lineker. He just puts so much heat on those 3, 4, 5 punch combinations. Kevin's got to play the kicking game, Michael. He's got to get at the end. He's got to keep him in kicking range.
The doctor taking a good look at the cut just over the left eye of Belingon. It's in a very bad spot for Kevin.
He's got two. He's got one above the eyebrow and one underneath it.
The one underneath is concerning, though. That's where the blood could run into the eye and impair the vision. They are keeping a close eye on it. Of course, the athlete's safety is paramount. Second round of 3. Once again, I do not know anyone. I've spoken to so many people about this bout. Nobody has said this will go the distance. Does it end here in the second? Clash of leg kicks. The ferocity in the hands of Lineker. There's a hook from the Brazilian. Thought about the high kick to the Filipino. Spinning hook kick there from Belingon.
That's what
Number
Kevin
one
needs to
ranked.
do. He needs to keep him at the end of those kicks, not engage in that boxing range, because that boxing range is dangerous. I know Kevin believes in his hands, but it's just the intensity at which Lineker throws those punches. You can see Kevin Belingon's got to retreat. He does not want to get trapped up against that circle wall with those kettlebells swarming at his face.
Scooping bolo punch there from Lineker. Said he wants to send a message to Bibiano Fernandes. To do that, he's got to plant his flag on Mount Belingon tonight. Edges forward his hands of stone. Good right hand. Closing the distance. Belingon does not want to get against that wall. Uppercut, hurt him! Oh yes! Oh yes, Lineker! Hands of stone! There's a reason they call him Hands of Stone. Belingon knows it now. Lineker remains undefeated in One Championship. He destroys a former world champion. And you better believe Lineker is gunning for Bibiano Fernandes. It's Brazilian dominance in the bantamweight division. My word, Hands of Stone.
Oh, it was the uppercut that did him in, but I also think it was the body shot from earlier. Hurt him with the jab, but then that uppercut just touched him on the top of the head. Serious power coming from Mr. Lineker.
Amazing, amazing scene inside the circle. What a performance from Lineker. The predictions that it wouldn't go the distance were correct. Here's Dom Lau to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Justin Brown, has called a stop to this contest after 1 minute and 16 seconds in the second round. For your winner, by way of technical knockout, John Lineker!
An awesome performance from Lineker, stopping Belingon in the second round as he said he would. Has he just leapfrogged the division? Has he just gone to #1 in the bantamweight? He's just taken out the #1. Nobody had stopped Belingon before with strikes. Lineker did that tonight, and he did it in emphatic fashion.
Hands of Stone for a very good reason, ladies and gentlemen. Pinned him up against the wall, let those hands go. John Lineker makes it